Motion and measurement distances. Motion is the change in position of an object with respect to time. Rectilinear motion is the motion along a straight line, while is the motion along a curved line. Speed is the distance travelled by an object in a given time. The SI unit of length is the meter. The meter scale, measuring tape, and odometer are instruments used to measure length. Accuracy and precision are important factors in measuring length. The accuracy of a measurement is the closeness of the measured value to the true value. Precision refers to the closeness of the measured values to each other. The distance travelled by a moving object can be calculated using the formula distance is equal to speed into time. The unit of speed is meters per second. A standard unit of time is the second. The use of standard units of measurement is important for accuracy and comparability of measurements. The use of prefixes such as kilo, centi, and milli can represent large or smaller units. The odometer is an instrument used to measure the distance travelled by a vehicle. The speedometer is an instrument used to measure the speed of a vehicle. The stopwatch is used to measure time intervals. The formula for calculating the average speed of an object is average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. The motion of an object can be uniform or non-uniform. Uniform motion is when an object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Non-uniform motion is when an object covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Acceleration is the change in speed of an object with respect to time. The unit of acceleration is meters per second squared. The formula for calculating acceleration is acceleration is equal to change in speed divided by time taken. A graph can be used to represent the motion of an object. The slope of a distance time graph represents the speed of an object. The slope of a speed time graph represents the acceleration of an object. The motion of a freely falling object is called free fall. The acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. The terminal velocity is the maximum speed attained by a falling object. The projectile is an object thrown or launched into the air. The horizontal and vertical components of a projectile's motion are independent of each other. The range of a projectile is the horizontal distance covered by the projectile. The maximum height reached by a projectile is called its maximum height. The angle of projection determines the range and maximum height of a projectile. The unit of mass is the kilogram. The balance is an instrument used to measure the mass of an object. The density of an object is the mass per unit volume. The unit of density is kilograms per cubic meter. The density of a substance can be calculated by dividing its mass by its volume. Buoyancy is the upward force exerted by a fluid on an object immersed in it. Archimedes' principle states that the buoyant force on an object is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. The hydrometer is an instrument used to measure the density of liquids. The refractive index is the ratio of the speed of light in a vacuum to the speed of light in a medium and is a measure of the degree of bending of light when it passes through the medium. Activity. Aim. To measure the length of a curved line using a thread. Materials required: a curved line, a thread, a ruler or meter scale. Procedure: take a thread and tie a knot at one end. Place the knot at the beginning of the curved line. Hold the thread along the curve and move it along the curve till the other end. Make a mark on the thread where it touches the end of the curved line. Stretch the thread along a meter scale. Measure the length between the knot in the beginning and the final mark on the thread. Record the length as the length of the curved line AB. Observation: observe the thread and the curved line to ensure accurate measurement. Record the length of the curved line AB. Precautions: use a thread that is thin and flexible. Tie the knot tightly to prevent it from slipping. Handle the thread carefully to avoid damaging it. Keep the thread along the curve without any slack. Ensure that the thread touches every part of the curve to get an accurate measurement.